Our namesake English philosopher John Locke once wrote that the end of law is not to abolish or restrain, but to preserve and enlarge freedom. At the John Locke Foundation, freedom has always been our organizing principle. We believe each North Carolinian should be free to govern his own affairs and pursue his own dreams. We believe in maximizing that individual right to the extent consistent with the equal rights of others to do the same. So in state policy, JLF has long sought smaller, less expensive government paid for with low, flat-rate taxes. We've sought to maximize choice and competition in the delivery of public services, such as health care and education. We've sought a lighter regulatory burden. We've sought to make government more transparent and more deliberative. Through it all, we asked ourselves a very simple question. Does the policy in question make people more free? If the answer is yes, then we will typically support it. If the answer is no, we won't. Now, here's a basic reality. If your goal isn't measured, it is easy for it to be overlooked. But as John Locke himself put it, it is of a greater use to the sailor to know the length of his line, even though he cannot with it fathom all the depths of the ocean. Not everything can be measured, but if we can measure a goal, then we're more likely to be able to achieve it. Tonight, the John Locke Foundation announces a new project to measure key policy indicators in North Carolina, our First in Freedom Index. As those of you who are not Yankees may recall, there are a few here. Back in the 1970s, we used to have on our license plate the slogan, First in Freedom, referring to North Carolinians and their role in the American Revolution. Now, thanks to legislative action last year, we're about to have the opportunity to put First in Freedom on our license plates once again. I know all of you are going to do that. I certainly am. And as you do that, I want you to consider how wonderful it would be if North Carolina really was First in Freedom. What does that mean? Our new index explains it all. You'll find a little card at your table. You can put it in your pocket later and take a look at it. This is one of the graphs from the report, and it shows that North Carolina ranks 23rd in freedom in the United States. Now, I know some of you are thinking, gosh, that's not so hot, but believe me, that's actually a significant improvement over the last 4 years when we would have been in the bottom half of states. The top 5 states are Florida, Arizona, Indiana, South Dakota, and Georgia. North Carolina should aspire to be in their company. In fact, North Carolina ought to be number 1.